all, thank you so much for everyone who's here. I'd like to especially thank Lieutenant Governor Dewhurst for supporting my bill, and as many of you who work around the legislature know, it's really great to get a low bill number. So this is Senate Bill 12, which means that the Lieutenant Governor has given his full support, and certainly we know that will be helpful. Also like to thank County Attorney Vince Ryan for being here today, and Sheriff Garcia, thank you very much for your support on this bill, as well as Denise Hawkins is here. She is a Chief Prosecutor for the Child Sex Abuse Division at the Harris County District Attorney's Office, and she and I worked together for many years on prosecuting these cases, and also I had the pleasure of being a judge in some of the cases that she prosecuted. So thank you very much for everyone who's here, all the law enforcement officials and all the different staff individuals who work on these cases and supporting this very important bill. I'll tell you just a little bit about the bill, and after I'm happy to answer any questions, but really the aim of Senate Bill 12 is to bolster the prosecution of child sex offense cases by giving the prosecutors some additional tools to use as they prosecute these oftentimes very difficult cases to prosecute. Under current Texas law, a defendant's criminal past sexual record, as it applies to the sexual offense of children, is admissible in evidence only in cases where a child was previously victimized by the same defendant. My bill, modeled after the Federal Rules of Evidence, Federal Rules number 413, allows for the admission of other similar offenses in sexual assault cases committed against a minor. The list of similar acts includes, among other things, indecency with a child, sexual assault of a child, aggravated sexual assault of a child, online solicitation of a minor, and sexual trafficking of a child. Evidence of prior similar offenses against other victims will provide prosecutors with the tools they need to show a defendant's propensity for committing these types of crimes. Many times in these types of cases, the only evidence that the prosecution has is the witness, the testimony of a very young witness, and clearly they are often very intimidated by the process, very frightened by the court process, and I think those of us who've been in these courtrooms could all tell you stories that would make us cry of seeing a little child walking in holding that teddy bear and walking across the courtroom with the judge with the robe and the defendant. They remember the defendant's going to be there in the courtroom, a big jury in a big courtroom, and the child is all alone. So I hope this bill goes a little bit towards balancing the need for help to the prosecutors to try to give that child a little bit of support. And if there is additional evidence that shows that a perpetrator has committed this same type of offense against other children, this bill will now allow the prosecutors to present that evidence.